and we're going to ask for Daniel to join us. Are you there, Daniel?
Yes, I'm here.
Perfect. Eager to get going, I can tell.
I'm always eager.
Brilliant. So take it away.
All right. Thank you very much. For you who don't know me from before, my name is Daniel Spahr. I'm COO for Stream Analyze. We are a software company spun out of Academica in Uppsala, just north of Stockholm. And I'm just here to talk a little bit about our view of the world and smart products. Well, I like this picture, so I usually talk about imagining a few scenarios that we address. And one is to imagine that you could actually change all your products fundamentally in an instance. And you would like to do this because it increases your market shares, it improves your time to market, you can increase your revenue, and you can also reduce your staffing costs by being able to speed up your product development. But also imagine that you could determine in advance when any of your products is about to break down. Thus, you can improve your operations or your customers' operation, optimizing their services, but also helping out them to reduce their staffing costs. And imagine that you could add new services to your existing products on the fly, being able to offer better products to the market, opening up new revenue streams, but also getting product insights. And finally, being able to have an interactive dialogue with your products, thus being able to improve operations, gaining product insights, but also customer insights. So if you want to be able to do all of this, we can actually address this. But to back up a little bit, I want to just share our vision is that all devices, machines, and assets in the world will be smart and powered by AI. And we believe actually that our software platform can become a de facto standard for making this happen. And if now all devices are going to be smart and it's going to be part of your IP of launching this, there's a few things that we believe is really important. One is that it has to be simple. It has to be simple to build models, to make them smart. It has to be simple to use it. It has to be built for your whole organization, not just a group of very smart programmers to be able to work with this. The other thing is, as your product, this becomes part of your product development over time, it has to be quick and simple and scalable. So you have to be able to address your products instantaneously. Thus, interactiveness becomes a key in being able to do this. And we do all of this. Thus, one thing that we do is we fit into any device out there. We have a very small footprint. We're completely agnostic on any other operating system, software, or hardware on the market to date. And this allows us to actually install ourselves into pretty much any product out there. The second part is when we talk about the interactiveness, once you have our software installed, it allows you to ask your device anything at any time. And asking can also mean building an analytical model, an AI model, if you would quite like it, and deploying this in real time to your products. And finally, what we do is we put you and your organization in control of actually building this. So it's made for engineers, product specialists, financial specialists as well, but also analysts, rather than the 5-star deep programmer that you need to, that requires a lot of time to actually gain those skills. But the ones who really knows the products, that's what we want to provide. So to look a little bit under the hood, our product is called SA Engine. You install it directly on your device, assuming you have some memory and CPU power. And now you can query any of your products interactively. It also allows you to create any AI model and deploy this in real time, including financial models as well. So you can run financial models directly on your products. We're not going to go through all the use cases, but we can sort of address the whole, interactive lifetime and product development lifetime for operators or users of the products, for engineering when you develop your products, for product development, if you're monitoring your fleet of products, even for service and technicians to use that to get, remote monitoring and also gaining alarms, and also for finance. So we do address a whole, great group of different use cases, and our customers come from different points and when we address this. We also have done this across a lot of different things: gateways, routers, cars, chainsaws, mobile phones, you name it. So you can use this on pretty much all the products. And how does this look architecturally? So what we do is we help you install this onto your product, whatever it might be, and integrate it with your sensor stream. So now you can see all the data that is actually happening on that device. And then we have an installation that we'd do in your cloud or your server or what it might be, allowing your whole organization now to gain insights and what's happening on all your products. And this also allows them to build and deploy and query these models directly onto the device whenever you want. The only data that you would stream then up into the cloud would be what you select that you need to do, because what we do is most of the actual analysis and the AI is happening now on the devices as they have now become smart. This is sort of the ecosystem we build. We're not going to go into it too deep rather than this, but I'm more than happy to discuss this, offline with you. So why would you do this? And I think I started off with this a little bit. There's two reasons. One is you want to increase your revenue, through new revenue streams, increasing your market shares, being able to increase your prices because of premium products, et cetera, or improving your bottom line by being able to optimize your service organization, being able to provide lowered costs in terms of data and communication costs or staffing costs as well. So we address all of these cases, all depending on what your product does and what your needs are. So my only question to you is, why not? And that concludes my presentation. More than happy to address any questions you might have.
Great, Daniel. Thank you so much. Let's see if we have any questions on the chat. I don't see any right now. So we'll give people a couple minutes to seconds to put questions there. I'll ask you the same question as Anders. So what's the status of your company when it comes to financial inequity and fundraising and all of that?
Yeah, we've so up to date raised 40 million crowns, and we are not right now in the fundraising mode, but most likely probably going to be looking into that in the beginning of next year. So if anybody is interested to have a dialogue with us, we're more than happy to initiate that already now, but we do not have an IM pack or anything like that to discuss. But I think it's always good to start, making those contacts already now.
Here we go. What is Stream Analyze doing for a manufacturer? Result, service, product, hardware? Question marks.
We provide software on the floor that will allow you to actually monitor your machines. That for instance, a lot within predictive maintenance. We've been working among others with Amazon in France to be able to predict the load on conveyor belts in one of their factories. We're working with SMC in Japan for their pneumatical pumps to be able to detect leakages. They use these pumps a lot in the machines when they build them. These are a couple of examples you can do in the manufacturing part.
But it's a clean kind of software license.
Yes, it's a generic software that you can use on any device. It's not specifically made for one vertical or for one particular hardware, but it's very open-ended.
Great. I have another question there. I saw something in the news today, so maybe you forgot to mention that in your presentation.
Yeah, we're being a little humble here. But what we did is for those who are Swedish, they probably know about New Technique, which is the Engineer Association's publication. And we were selected as one of the top 33 startups in Sweden. It's for technical startups, it is the Oscars of prizes to get that nomination.
Yeah.
And we're very, very proud and happy and fairly humble of actually being nominated this way.
Super. Congratulations. I think we stopped there, Daniel. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.